Hi, I'm back, and this is just a really quick update. I missed the video last week because I was in the UK, and now I'm back. So just a few things to mention to you. First off, earlier in the week I posted about my classes that are now available to go and take part in at my sewing room in Calgary. So if you want to know more about those projects, if you go back onto my blog, blog.pennydog.com, you can find out all the details for those, the costs, what actual classes I'm running, when they're running, and all of that kind of stuff. Even if you want to actually book, you have to book through the shop. You'll just need to Google mysewingroom.ca or just type that in, and you should be able to get all the details you need there. Making wise, I haven't really made very much. If I'm honest, today I am on episode 12 of 13 of season 5 of Orange is the New Black, and I've been watching that since Friday evening. We're now on Sunday late afternoon. So I've kind of been binge watching on Netflix and not really much else. But I have made this guy, this little raccoon face, and that's Hank barking in the background. There's somebody outside the window. That raccoon face is it's actually I'm going to put it like this. It's a present. It's sort of a gift. I'm not going to go into much detail about who it's for because it's a surprise. But I've been putting that together while watching TV, so I just need to base that and quilt it. I also want to say thank you to Samantha, who sent me some of these fabrics by Betts White. She sent them to my grandma's house in the UK, so they were waiting for me when I got there, which is lovely. And yeah, and I think the only other thing I have to mention, actually there's two more things. I want to mention my destash. It's not really my destash, but I'm hoping that other people will join me. On June the 26th, Monday, June the 26th, I want people to join me in posting fabrics that they want to sell on Instagram using the hashtag the Great Canadian Fabric Destash. So it's a long one and it starts with the, the Great Canadian Fabric Destash. So if you have a look at that, I've got a little graphic up there. There's one on my blog too if you want to share that. And the idea is we can all get rid of some fabrics that we've had sitting in our stash for a long time. And if enough people do it all on the same day, it'll become more of an event and people know to look for it. So we hopefully have better success than if we just put them up individually. And then also it gives us an opportunity to buy new stuff from other people who are destashing if that works better for them. So some of the items I'm destashing are some of my bare fabrics, and there's a few others that I've kind of thrown in there which I'm still working through my stash to see whether there's anything non-berry that I want to put in there, such as this sort of flannel that I've got, which has got feathers on. I'm not sure I'll ever use, but I've got some really nice cotton steel. There's some Japanese prints, and I've also got I'll show you. I've got a whole schwack of other stuff, mostly bear themed, because I've started to cut into them and make my bear quilt that I've been planning for about 3 years now. So that's the other thing I've been doing. I've been doing a little bit of cutting 4.5-inch squares. So I have a lot of that left over that I don't need, and some of them actually didn't really work out when I cut them. So I have, I didn't cut into them at all even, so I've got things varying from half yards all the way down to large scraps, and I will have some things that I'll give away for free as well to people who buy various pieces. It means I can just throw an extra bit into the parcel. So if you want to join in with that, have a look on Instagram, either under my username @PennyDog, or go to hashtag the Great Canadian Fabric Destash, and you should hopefully see a little bit more detail on there, and it's also on my blog too. And then the last thing is, if you go on Facebook and Google, well not Google, you go on Facebook and search for Quilts for Grenfell. So Grenfell, you probably know, is the tower block in London that burnt, well, pretty much burnt down about a week ago, maybe not even that long ago. And there's so many people are missing. Lots of people were killed. Lots of people are injured. It was a huge, big disaster, and there's a collection group on there for quilts. So I'm hoping to go through what quilts I have already made to make things quicker and to send that on. So if you go onto that Facebook group, all of the information you need is on there if you want to do the same. They're also collecting fabric, batting, thread, and any supplies like that you might have if you haven't got time to make any quilt tops into quilts. Or I think there are also quilters that were donating their time too, so if you have a top that needs quilting, they'll do that for you. So if you have a look on there, if you just go on Facebook, look for Quilts for Grenfell, which is Grenfell, you'll get more information on there. So yeah, just a quick update, just a quick one on my iPhone because my memory card reader on my laptop isn't all that great at the minute. I dropped it and it's broken. So hopefully next week I'll have actually done a bit more sewing, and it'll be the day before the destash, so we'll have a bit more on that too. See you later.